Okay, everyone, welcome to your tutorial on My Music Staff. First thing you've got to do is grab your login. We sent you an email and you should have received a login and a password so that you can get on to My Music Staff. So I'm going to do that right away. And as soon as I get on here, you're going to see the home page. And the first thing that I want you to do, don't get distracted by all the amazingness here, is to go to the upper right-hand corner, find your name, click on that, come down to Profile Settings, all right? And I would like for you to find the button that says Change Password. And I want you to change your password to something that will be familiar to you because we want you to use My Music Staff as often as you can. It's just full of so many great things. So change your password, make sure that you save your password on your device, make sure it's something that you will remember and your family members can log on different devices. The second important thing that I want you to do is also on this screen. You can see that my family has already done this. Payment options in the upper right-hand corner. We are no longer accepting Venmo as a payment for our lessons and classes here at the music school. Instead, we want you to pay via check or paying on My Music Staff. My Music Staff is much, much, much easier than remembering a check. What you should do is come onto here and add a card or add a bank account. I highly encourage you to add a bank account. The fees are much, much lower. In fact, they're almost nothing, where when you pay with a credit card, you end up paying several dollars more every single month, and that does add up. All right, so when you need to add a bank, you're gonna do exactly that. Click Add a Bank. You have to fill in your account number. This is slightly time consuming, but again, worth it. Go through and do all of this, authorize us. I would also say that you should automatically pay the emailed invoices. What that means is that when we email you, boop, it will automatically withdraw from your bank account. And right here it says Songs with Sarah applies a 0.80% convenience fee to all bank transfer payments. That is the lowest that I can actually charge and apply to you. So it's not very much, and I highly recommend that you do this. You will have to come back in and look at your account that you're adding. So in my case, it was Bank of America. And after 1 to 3 business days, and it only took 1 business day in my case, I had to log into my Bank of America, find the very small deposits that My Music Staff put in for like 26 cents and 19 cents or whatever it was. And I had to come back in here and put those in order to verify my account. That's the step that makes everybody not want to do it. But again, it saves you quite a chunk of change every single year. And I think that that's really worth it. You also could, if you want, you could add a credit card as well, but we do take a 2.9% convenience fee for that. So let's dive into the more fun part of My Music Staff. I'm going to come over here to the home page. The home page actually has a lot of the things that you need to know right off the bat, okay? You can see how many hours you've logged for practice times in that little blue box in the upper left-hand corner. My children have not practiced at all, or at least we have not logged it. You can see your attendance, which in the last 90 days, everyone's attendance is pretty low because we've been closed and it's been summer. And on the right-hand side of the page, you have upcoming events for the next 30 days. So you can see that my twins, Stephen and Francis, have their lessons on the 11th and they have their lessons on the 18th. This is where you should go in the event that you need to cancel a lesson. Okay, this is what you're going to do if you know it's coming up, and we want you to do it within 24 hours. All right, this is all written in your policies, but as long as you cancel within 24 hours, you can receive a makeup credit for your skills makeup classes, which is outlined in your studio policies, and I'm not going to go over right here. But I would like to show you how to cancel a lesson. All right, I'm going to cancel Stephen's September 18th lesson. All right, I can see his teacher, I can see where it is. I'm going to click cancel. It's going to ask you, are you sure? Because, this is all the things that you need to know about missed lessons and makeup classes and whatnot. I am sure. We're not going to be here. Sorry. we are traveling, or whatever you want to say. And then you click yes, and the teacher will get this email directly to them. This is the only way that you can get a makeup credit for your skills workshop. So definitely do it this way so that we are aware of you not coming. You of course can email us, but when you do that, we're going to direct you to My Music Staff to do it this way, just because it's much easier for us to track and streamline everything. All right. Recent news will be on this page as well. And on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see that we have a bunch of different places you can go and explore. Calendar is super fun. All right. Right now, it's only showing the things that are pertinent to you. I mean, there are obviously some, like the fact that our pianos are getting tuned, that you maybe don't need to know, but I think it's exciting. And if you look over at Saturdays, you can see my kiddos' lessons right there, okay? As you click through, you can see when vacation days are, you can see when the school is closed, there's Thanksgiving, and you'll know when your child has classes and when they don't. You can even see that we've started to put some of the skills makeup sessions in here. If you have a makeup credit, then you can register for these. However, you can see here that we don't have our makeup credit yet. We haven't missed any, so I can't register for it, okay? If classes are canceled, this is our winter break, Stephen and Francis's lessons should not be showing up on those days, so that's an error that I'm seeing and I will make sure to fix. It's probably because I just went through and edited their class and forgot to delete it off of our full calendar. So when you come through here, you should not see your child's lesson, all right? Our contact info is right here. You can get some information about your teachers. You can see how many makeup credits you guys have. You can also read more about news that's happening. I'm not sure why my health update's not showing up here, but it's showing up on your home screen. Attendance and notes is great because if you want to practice something and you're not sure what, you can come in here. They should be emailed to you, but sometimes if we don't hit email, then they don't actually go to your email address, so you can come in here and you can find your child's notes and make sure you're practicing with them. Also in the upper left-hand corner, make sure you're clicking the correct child. So obviously Stephen and Francis might have the same ones because they're twins, but Cleo is going to have very different notes. You want to make sure you're clicking through in that way. Lending library and online resources are more for older students, and we don't use them very often. Practice log is the big important one. I want to show this to you guys right now. All right, so we are requesting that everybody comes onto My Music Staff and logs their practice time. It is the best way for us to stay in touch with you about this. I understand as a parent it's another step, but we really, really, really recommend that you do it, and it helps the teachers tremendously. We are going to have a few practice incentives that happen throughout the year, and we will be relying on My Music Staff practice logs to kind of help us with those fun little competitions that we're going to do. I let my 7.5-year-old log her own practice time, and then I will show my younger ones when I add their times in. You can use the timer feature, which means exactly what you would think. You start the timer, you sit down, you play through all of their stuff, and when you are finished, you stop their little timer, you say, I'm done, all right? And then right here, you're gonna see that according to this, we practice for 1 minute, so I guess it rounds up. You can say what you worked on right here, and you can even email your teacher, which is pretty fun as well, and then you want to save your notes on that, and that will actually show up in the teacher's records. When they open their record and your child comes that day, we can see how much they practiced, and again, it's very, very, very useful for us. Last but not least, repertoire and message history, again, like something that we don't use quite as much. The big heavy hitters are your homepage, the calendar, the attendance and notes. and just using this to communicate practice times with your teacher. So I hope that this was helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you guys this year and having another very, very fun year with you, and checking out your students' practice times when you guys log in their practice time. All right, see you soon.